What kind of creatures are we? Is a penetrating inquiry into the fundamental qualities that define humanity. The work dismantles the notion that we are simply a more advanced version of other animals, proposing instead that a profound discontinuity separates human cognition from the rest of the biological world. This gap, the author argues, is not one of degree but of kind, forged by specific, interconnected capacities that emerged in our evolutionary history and now shape every facet of our existence. The journey begins with a deep dive into the human mind, challenging the common-sense view of our mental processes. The exploration starts with language, positing it as the cornerstone of human uniqueness. The book argues against the idea that language is primarily a tool for communication, suggesting this as a secondary function. Instead, language is presented as an internal system of thought, a generative computational engine that allows for the infinite combination of concepts. This language of thought enables us to construct complex ideas, formulate hypotheses, and engage in abstract reasoning far beyond the needs of basic survival or social interaction. It is a biological endowment, a mental organ that grows in a child much like a visual or circulatory system, following a rich, innate structure. This perspective shifts language from a learned cultural artifact to a fundamental component of our biological nature, a key that unlocked new realms of possibility for the mind. From this foundation in language, the book builds an understanding of human thought itself. Our capacity for thought is not a vague, general intelligence but is structured and made possible by the specific properties of our internal linguistic system. This allows for what the author terms the creative use of language, the ability to produce and comprehend novel sentences expressing new ideas, unbounded by immediate experience or utility. This generative power underpins all scientific inquiry, artistic creation, and moral reasoning. It liberates thought from the stimulus control that governs most animal behavior, enabling us to contemplate the distant past, imagine future possibilities, and wrestle with concepts that have no physical referent, such as justice, freedom, or infinity. The mind, therefore, is not a blank slate shaped solely by experience, but an intricate, pre-structured system that interacts with the world to produce the rich tapestry of human cognition. Having established the unique architecture of the individual human mind, the focus expands to the social and political sphere. If our cognitive capacities are so distinctive, what does this imply for how we organize our societies? The book engages critically with classical and modern political theory, from the Enlightenment ideals of unlimited progress to anarchist visions of a stateless society. It argues that a realistic understanding of human nature must inform our political aspirations. The human instinct for freedom, creativity, and cooperation is real and powerful, but so too are the limits of our understanding, our capacity for submission to authority, and the complexities of large-scale social coordination. The work suggests that viable political projects must work with the grain of our biologically given nature, nurturing our capacities for solidarity and collective action while devising institutions that guard against domination and control. The goal is not a utopian end state but a continuous, collective effort to expand the spheres of human freedom and justice, grounded in a scientific understanding of who and what we are. Finally, the work confronts the grand philosophical questions that arise from this scientific picture. What are the limits of human understanding? Given that our cognitive systems are a product of biological evolution, designed for specific purposes like navigating a complex social and physical environment, can we ever truly comprehend the ultimate nature of reality, consciousness, or free will? The author suggests a position of cautious, rational humility. There may be mysteries that permanently elude our cognitive grasp, simply because our minds were not designed to solve them. This is not a counsel of despair but a call for intellectual honesty. It encourages us to pursue knowledge vigorously within the domains we can understand, such as language, biology, and social organization, while recognizing the boundaries of our mental apparatus. In doing so, we gain not only knowledge but a deeper wisdom about our own condition. In synthesizing insights from linguistics, cognitive science, biology, and political philosophy, the book presents a unified vision of humanity. We are creatures endowed with a unique biological capacity for unbounded thought and creativity, which in turn fuels our endless quest for understanding, justice, and social connection. Our nature is both a constraint and a magnificent opportunity. By asking, what kind of creatures are we, and seeking answers through reason and science, we take the first step toward realizing our best possibilities and building a world worthy of the unique minds we possess.